Hi there. I hope you're keeping safe wherever you are and keeping sane also, taking care of your mental health wherever you are. The question and answers that you've been sending me have actually been keeping me busy and maybe have been my sanity savers during this time. So what have you been up to? What has been your sanity saver during this time? You can mention in the comments whatever you have been doing that has been keeping you safe and sane. So we continue with our question and answer series, Step Family Question and Answer series. And today, this is our question. Hi Jackie, how do I deal with adult children when remarrying? My son is 24 years old and the guy that I'm getting married to has girls who are above 25 years old. One is even married. I had talked to my son. He was okay about the whole situation. But the only challenge is making him meet this guy. He says he will let me know when he is ready, and I feel like he is making me feel guilty for moving out to live with my guy. And yet, I ensure his rent, food, and everything is provided for as he is in his last semester in the university. I don't want to push the whole thing and the whole meeting, but I will be comfortable when they meet. What do I do? I have looked at your questions and I've seen your concerns, and I have a few insights that I'll share with you that will support you to get a solution towards this concern that you have. And the first thing that I would want you to know is that you should accept and acknowledge that you getting remarried actually changes the identity of the family, and it changes the family as your son knew it. And it is a big change because your son is 24 right now. That means that for a long time, for a lot of years, he had identified family in a certain way, and now family is actually changing. And that causes a bit of fear, and there's loss that he's experiencing, and there's also some emotions that he's experiencing that he needs to deal with. So know in yourself that whatever you have done, I'm not saying it is wrong, but the impact is that the identity of family has changed completely for your son. For you, it might have changed, but to your liking, because it is a choice that you're making. To your son, he might be actually happy for you that you have actually met somebody who is there for you. However, the cost of it is that the family identity has changed, the family dynamics have changed, the family home has changed. Because as I read your question, you say that you have already moved out of the home that you used to live, or the home that he knew as the family home. In the previous videos, I have shared about the challenges that children go through when we get into a step family. And not only in the videos, but even in my book, A Delicate Balance, Parenting in a Step Family, also covers that topic. That when we get married, our children actually go through difficulties and challenges because of our decision. And I think maybe the assumption is that those challenges are only applicable to the younger children. No. Our children are still our children at whatever age. And the challenges are still felt, and the impact is still felt to these children at whatever age. So the question really is, how do you support your son towards this journey, navigating the changes that has taken place in the family? The question is not, how do I get my son to meet my guy? No. If your son is supported towards this journey, then meeting the guy that you're with right now will become easier. So as a mother, what you should be looking at is actually how to support your son towards this journey. And the first thing is to have open communication. When you say, I talked to my son and my son said it's okay, I'm okay with the entire situation, that on its own is not deep enough conversation that you need to have in consideration to the significance of the the direction the family has taken. And you and I know that the biggest lie that we tell out here is that I am fine, it's okay, I am fine, it's okay. It is easy for us to say I am fine, it is okay, because getting deeper into deep conversations is actually scary, and maybe we just don't know how to have those conversations. You're the adult here, and you can have deeper conversations with your child. Just because your child has said that I am fine, I am okay, you don't just take it as at that and run away with it. What does fine mean? What does okay mean? So have communications with your child. Spend time with your child. Unfortunately, this is something that you should have done before you even physically relocated to your guys' house or whatever house that now you're living. So create time for your child. When he talks and he sounds so immature, because he might have complaints and maybe his concerns may look like they're so childish, don't reprimand him and tell him, oh, you're older, you're 24. Just know it is the child in him crying for the losses that he feels he has gone through. Empathize and reassure him that the relationship that you have with him is deep enough. It will not change his concerns and his fears. Will be taken care of. The family has shifted, yes, the dynamics will shift, yes, but you're out here going to try as much as possible so that the dynamics does not affect the relationship that you have with your son so much. So what you need to do is to have those difficult conversations with your child. These difficult conversations, if you listen them with empathy and reassurance, your son will be able to also embrace the changes that have come into his family. And as you do this, if there are things that you have done that your son felt they were offensive, take that opportunity to restore the relationship you have with your son by apologizing. Ask for forgiveness for the things that you did unknowingly that have actually affected her or have actually made him feel offended. Apologize and restore this relationship that you have with your son into something that is even better than it was before. What you need, my dear, is a lot of conversation with your son. What you need to do is to support him through this journey. Help him become ready to meet this guy. Help him become ready to embrace the life that you have chosen. Don't wait until he will be ready. No. Walk with him through this journey. Little by little, he will understand your path. You will understand his path, and things will get better.